So I'm expecting some negative comments from making this video. Hey everyone, welcome to Can't Afford to Record, the YouTube channel where we figure out the art of audio production together. Alright, a bit of a throw and go video today. This isn't scripted. I've just seen the news and I am commenting on it and sharing my thoughts. If anyone cares to hear them, I've also watched quite a few other videos of others talking about it. I've read the forums and the Facebook groups, and yeah, okay, let's get into it. We're talking about this wee fellow and paying for the upgrades. I've made a few videos about the Kemper Player now. I made one about when it first came out and talking about if it would be good for me, and then I made another one saying it was good for me. I decided to buy the Kemper Player, and I will be super honest. I have used this this device every single day since I've bought it. I record guitars for other people's songs, and often maybe if I'm working with a band, they might come to my studio here and just use the Kemper to finish up some tracks. I also teach a lot of guitar online, so this little guy is perfect for me because I can just switch between different sounds very quickly. I'm not, plugging in a big tube amp or anything like that. So I think it's great. I have still yet to gig it. I really want to. I just haven't yet. But I really want to do that, and I just love how small it is. Stick it in your gig bag, take it away on holiday, put headphones on, practice with it, that kind of thing. It's great. I really enjoy using the Kemper Player. And in that initial Kemper Player video I made when it first came out, and I was sort of going through the specs of it and all that sort of stuff, I talked about how Kemper, it seemed, would do these DLCs, downloadable content. This unit doesn't come with perhaps all of the effects that we're used to already on the Kemper. There might be certain overdrives that don't come on the player. I don't believe morphing is available on the player yet. And I don't think, as far as I know, you can't profile an amp with the player. And I think what's likely going to happen, because they've kind of already alluded to it, is that all that stuff will come for this unit, but you got to pay for it. I don't have a problem with that. I actually think that's quite a good idea because it doesn't quite make our older units completely obsolete. If they sort of came out with this new Kemper Player that did absolutely everything, it's almost like our Kemper racks and toasters and everything almost become worthless overnight because now there's this. And I feel like Kemper have really thought about this. Okay, first of all, I really miss my beard. Second of all, I kind of still feel the same. There are so many people that are upset about Kemper charging extra for these features. But I want to sort of break down what I said previously. I released this video 9 months ago. If this Kemper came out with all of those bells and whistles at the price that it came out at, then it kind of makes everyone's older products like the Stage or the Toaster or the Rack, they're kind of like, well, I would certainly be like, well, hold on a second. I'll just, now that's not worth as much. I may as well just buy a Kemper Player. Granted, there aren't as many buttons, but I think it still makes sense. And we all bought the Kemper Player knowing that it wouldn't have all of the features, or at least I bought it with that understanding. And I sort of decided myself that, well, it will still do a great job for me. I don't need morphing. I don't need the Kemper fuzz. I don't need all this stuff. The other thing that seems slightly confusing is that I feel like Kemper listened when people were like, I just want a little rig loader that I can put on my pedal board and I can use my effects pedals and I can have my favorite AC30 in this and I can just have my favorite overdrive externally on my pedal board and it's just my amp. This is my guitar amp. Well, that's kind of what they did. They said, okay, here is a non-bells and whistles version of the Kemper. You can stick your favorite amps on it. There's a couple of effects, well, more than a couple, but here's a handful of effects that you can use and enjoy it. And in the future, we might release more features, but in order to upgrade to the big boy Kemper, if you want to put it like that, then you're going to need to pay for it. So it's an even playing field for everyone's Kemper products. And it's still, even if you pay for it, I'm pretty sure it comes out cheaper than a brand new Toaster or Stage. So I just, yeah, I'm kind of like so confused at why so many people are unhappy about this, because like I certainly bought it knowing that it didn't have everything that maybe the Kemper stage has. Now, I think where I can sympathize a little bit with folks is the cost of the upgrade is it's expensive. I mean, it's 300 euros, I think, to upgrade this to, you know, the fully fledged Kemper experience. And you can do that in a couple of different levels. I think it's 179 for the first level and then 149 for the next level. And they've given a bundle deal of 300 euros, something like that. And I, you know, that can seem expensive for like the reverbs, like to get some more reverbs and to get a Kemper fuzz and to get all this stuff. I understand that can feel a bit weird. In fact, I'm pretty sure, I think I said like, oh, maybe it'll be like 20 or 30 bucks. Well, that's obviously not what it is. If you want the morphing feature in the future, maybe you'll pay the 30 bucks or however much it'll end up being, and you'll get that. And that'll be okay because you really find value in that morphing feature, so you're happy to pay for that upgrade. I understand. I mean, that's the reason why I'm not upgrading, is because like isn't the extra stuff right now for me wouldn't be worth 300 euros or whatever, $300 or whatever it'd be. So I'm not doing it. If it was $50 or if it was $100, I would probably do it, because yeah, why not? But I just don't want to spend that much money. So yeah, I can see why it feels a bit like, you know, it feels a bit annoying. But then again, hopefully everyone bought this understanding that it wasn't going to come with all those features in the first place. I feel like I've seen a few people say like as well, like, oh great, like now I have to buy the Kemper Player and then I've got to spend another $300 to make it work. No, this works just great. Mine is not upgraded and it is perfect. I love it. It's perfect for me. I really thought about it before I bought it. So no, if you buy the Kemper Player, you don't then have to spend $300 to get a working Kemper Player. That is not the case. You got to spend more money if you want the morphing, and if you want the looper pedal, and if you want the ambient reverbs, and if you want, you know, a certain fuzz from the Kemper or that kind of stuff, for sure. But no, this is this works great. You don't have to spend any more money. You do not have to upgrade it. You know what I would pay an extra $300 for is to have an on and off switch on this device. I talked about this in a previous video. The fact that the only way to turn it off is to take the power adapter out, and the only way to turn it on is put the power adapter in. I hate that. This should have an on and off switch. Come on, it should. I also am putting this out there. I still think one day this will be able to profile amps. I just can't not look at this word here, profiler, and not think that Kemper also have that up their sleeve, and this is actually capable of doing it. Now, what happens then? What happens if this actually can profile an amp? Will that be another extra cost? Maybe. Or maybe if you have upgraded to level 3, for example, then this will just get added into the level 3 bundle. The profiling capabilities will just be added into the level 3 profile. Maybe that'll be a thing. So, yeah, I think that might sway me to upgrade. If this could end up profiling, I think I would make the jump. Anyway, I don't think I need to go on about this anymore. It's yeah, it's happening, and that's, I guess, just how it is. If you liked today's video, then you're more than welcome to leave me a like, give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And if you like it more than that, then you can subscribe right here on Can't Afford to Record. And I'll see you soon.